approach from behind. That way, if it does charge, at least you aren't in front of it. Hey, welcome to She Games, the channel where I talk about Magic the Gathering cards and other trading card games and board games in commonplace language that's easy for you to understand. If you're new here, welcome. Consider hitting subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about the card Aggressive Mammoth. Oh, and make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I'll give you an example of how this card is used in gameplay. First, the mana cost of this card is 3 forest and 3 of any colored mana, including colorless mana. This card type is a creature card, meaning it needs to be played during phase 2, the main phase, or during phase 4, the second main phase. And by play, I mean you are paying for it by paying the appropriate amount of mana and then tapping it for the first round, because it's under Summoning Sickness. After the first round, you can untap it when you reset your cards during the ending phase. The next round, you'll be able to actually play it for combat purposes. This happens during round 3, the combat phase. During the combat phase, you'll be able to utilize the amount of power, 8, and the amount of toughness, 8. This justifies the very expensive cost. There's also Trample, which is a keyword. When you play this card in combat, you'll get to use its ability. That's because it doesn't have any additional costs indicated on the left-hand side of the ability text. This card's ability is Trample. We know that for 2 reasons. One, it's hinted at down in the flavor text, where it says that way if it does charge, at least you aren't in front of it, implying that you would be trampled. However, thankfully, this card has reminder text telling us this card has Trample, meaning this creature can deal excess combat damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. When you play this card, the other creatures you control will also have Trample. So what does Trample mean? Short, Trample just means that after you deal an appropriate amount of damage to the cards that are blocking it of your opponent, the excess damage will go directly to the player or to a planeswalker of your choosing from that defending player. If you'd like a more elaborate explanation of how Trample works, go ahead and check out this video here. And hey, if you're getting value out of this video so far, remember to hit that like button. Okay, now let's talk about how to use this card in gameplay. I attack my opponent with Aggressive Mammoth. They are going to block using Ursine Champion, which has a power of 2 and a toughness of 2. I am going to assign, per the directions, enough damage so that this is fatal or lethal. That would be 2. Well, 8 minus 2 is 6. So the rest of that will either go to that player that is blocking me and I'm currently attacking, or if they have a planeswalker in their battlefield, I could also assign 6 damage to them. If you want to know more about Trample, go ahead and click this video up here where I'll explain how Trample works in Magic the Gathering. If you got value out of this video, make sure you hit that like button. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you enjoy your stay. See you next time.